Pardon, Priestess, but you've been staring out across Ashenvale for hours.
I sense something dark stirring within the forest, Chandris. It feels as if it's heading this way.
The Greenskins who killed Cenarius?
Perhaps. Perhaps something more.
Put your backs into it. Jaina and the Orc War Chief expect this base to be built swiftly.
We shouldn't even be here, or siding with the orcs.
We're here to hunt the remaining demons, human. You're lucky our goals are the same.
All right, you men. Mind your business. Back to work.
So, these orcs and humans presume to run rampant through our lands? They will regret ever stepping foot into Ashenvale. We will establish a base and deal with these outlanders as they deserve. The Tree of Life is the heart of our Night Elf villages. Use the tree's ability to entangle the gold mine. After entangling the mine, send wisps in to extract gold.
Excellent.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds? By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? The goddess calls.
We are preparing to leave this place, Priestess. There is a terrible evil corrupting these lands, and I will not allow it to consume my people. Unfortunately, we cannot leave until the rest of our tribe has been accounted for.
Do not fear, Old One. I will find your tribesmen and lead them back to you.
Thank you, Priestess. We will reward you when you return.
Immediately. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Immediately. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Immediately.
I stand ready.
By Elune. So be it.
Your move.
The goddess calls.
Let's get going.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. By Elune.
Insufficient gold.
Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. Hinduli Refad. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild.
To arms!
On your mark. Say no more. Waiting on you.
Ashra Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens
I'm
the
listening.
wild. Immediately. The goddess calls. So be it. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman. Ashra Thoraman. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Bandu Thoribas mortals, you will pay for defiling these lands. Immediately. The goddess calls. In the name of Cenarius! I heed the voice of Elune. Anudora! Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Ashra Thoraman. So be it. Ashra Thoraman. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Point the way. Your move.
The goddess calls.
Point the way.
Ashra Thoraman.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashra Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Wisps are friendly spirits that harvest gold and lumber for our villages. They also create the structures that allow us to train more warriors. Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
Let's get going.
The goddess calls. Ashra Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman. Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The moon wells are the source of our nourishment and strength. You can build additional moon wells to nourish more troops. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashra Thoraman. Okalamdor. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Train more troops. Construct an ancient of war. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
Create Your building is complete. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman. In the name of Cenarius. Okalamdor. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice.
Your building is complete. Insufficient gold.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wild.
You move.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is
I
complete.
heed the voice of Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
On your mark. I stand ready. Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready.
So be it. As the goddess wills. Hinduli Refa. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wild.
Waiting on you.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman.
Many thanks, priestess. Now we can evacuate the village. Please accept the aid of our champion. He will protect your life with his own.
Your offer is a generous one. May Elune light your path to safety. By Elune. Immediately. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Point the way.
By Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. The goddess
Your
calls.
building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Your building is
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
It's the undead! Defend yourselves!
They must have followed us from Lordaeron.
Helen save us. The dead advance in waves.
We are no match for a force this fast. Quickly, my sisters, back to the trees.